Hello and welcome to my new FPS tutorial series video. In this video we are going to make running animation, walking animation, idle animation, aiming animation and those type of stuff. But you can make of course those look much better. I just show how you can create those inside Unreal Engine. And if you don't have this first person template, this is actually true first person. You can follow my tutorial series how to create this, and also you can download it from my Patreon page. So, if you want to support me, you can wishlist Rise Your Tribe. It is upcoming survival cyberpunk open world online game. You can wishlist that on Steam page, and yeah, let's start animating. First thing what I would do is to make new level and pick that basic level. And then we can create it and save it. Let's see, save current level as, and we can call it animations level. Like this. And then what we are going to do, we take our third person character to level. And here we have this basic animation what we are going to use, what we have used in my series, but now we are going to make new locomotion set. So how we are going to do that? First, we can make actually new folder here and call it animations. And then we can make subfolder and call it, for example, sequences. And now we can make new level sequence. And let's put it the third person blueprints, and there we can find the folder what we made, animations and sequences. And we can call that first animation sequence, for example, FPS locomotion default pose. Or maybe idle. Yeah, idle. Then this sequencer tab opens up, and now we need to track that our player. So let's find it here, third person character. Like this. And now, if we click that mannequin body, we know we have this nice, like, is it control trick? Yeah, maybe. And that will help us a lot when we are doing this animation. So first, this is hardest part to make actually that first pose look good. And I will not do completely like fine detailed animations. You can do that and spend a lot of more time than what I'm doing. But I'm going to briefly show you how we can make that. So let's start by making these hands IK switches open. So tick those boxes. Then we can set keys to all. And now we can move these more easily. So let's start by rotating a little bit our upper body. We don't have to worry about lower body too much because in my system lower body is using different animations than upper body. So let's focus upper body now. So let's rotate this a little bit. You can always press enter to make keyframes. For example, if we are going to here, and rotate here and press enter. Now we have keyframes. And this is animation, and you can play it here like that and go to the front, to the beginning. But we of course don't want these here, so we can delete those. Go here, here, let's delete those. So this first pose, you can here apply world coordinates or local coordinates like that. And maybe world a little bit lean forward like this. Press enter, lean forward like this. And this is starting to look pretty okay. Now we can click our camera. and then we can pin it here. So we can see a little bit what happens. Then let's take our weapon. And like I said, this will take a lot of time to actually make look good. But something like this could be okay. It is kind of important. The gun is pointing middle of screen. It makes stuff easier. So let's put it here. Then press enter. Now let's take our left hand. My microphone stopped working, but yeah, basic how you can move in your viewport. You can actually hold your mouse right key like this, and then you can move with your keyboard like this. And then you can use your scroll wheel to go faster and slower. And also you can adjust here your camera speed. For example, this is very high speed, but with scroll wheel you can modify that speed also. So let's put something like 1 here, because we are going to modify this very close. But yeah, let's modify this hand pose to look actually good. This can take a lot of time, and I'm not going to show full process, but what you should do, you should modify every finger here, and yeah, basically make it look good. All these fingers, you can modify those. For example, this little finger, yeah, you can put it somewhere there, and then always press enter, like this. This doesn't look really good now, but you get the point. You modify it until it looks good. But I will leave it as it here. Then what we are going to do, we are actually want to see how it looks in game. So now always save, because this is very important to save, because sometimes this crashes while doing these animations and you can spend a lot of time doing, so please save always. And here in third-person character there is button, Bake Animation Sequence. And let's put this test animation to content folder for now. And let's call it test so we can delete it later. Then you can press that button, it opens up like this. Now we have that animation what we created. Let's go to that direction, and now we need to assign that to our character. So we have to find APD money or any other animation blueprint. How it's called? Yeah, APP money, animation blueprint money. Let's open that. And here, let's go to anim graph and find our locomotion rifle, where we have those animations assigned. Yeah. So locomotion rifle and idle. So my Unreal Engine crashed, and apparently it is because when we have this sequencer open and then we compile our APP mani, then it crashes. So let's close our sequencer now. And then let's do it again. Go to your locomotion rifle, idle, and you can delete that one. And then let's put that test animation there, and compile and save. And yeah, now it didn't crash. Then we can save, and let's set one player and single player. Now we can test how it looks. And we see our left hand IK position is not anymore good. And we have to adjust that in every weapon, because we have modeled, like reanimated our default pose. So let's find our third-person character blueprints. Then we have weapons. And first we can modify this weapon, because I'm using it. So let's open this skeletal mesh, and we have this socket, and that is what we have to modify. So you can always press that button, and then you can see more closely what happens here. I think around here. Yeah, let's put it here. Then save. And now if we move, we are using different animation. So we have to make full locomotion. And that pose is pretty good. And always when you do that, you have to reassign these aim positions. So this doesn't work anymore. Let's open now our sequence, FPS locomotion rifle. And this is our idle pose, like I said. How we can make this look more like idle pose? First, what we're going to do, we're going to copy these nodes, and let's put these to end here. And now, somewhere around here, I would say, we take both of our hands, make this to be world, and then we can raise it a little bit upwards, and then press enter. Then we can always check that. When we raise our weapon, we want to actually rotate it forward a little bit, like that. So we have this. Now, let's do copy this and paste it here. And then we do opposite. So let's lower it a little bit, rotate upwards, press enter. And you don't have to worry about this hand location because our code is actually locating our hand. So you don't want to, you don't need to worry about that. So let's see what we have now. We have that breathing animation. And if you want to make it a little bit look better, you can always go here, find our left hand and right hand, open these. Then we can take our rotation values here. Let's put those here. And same thing with these. So take rotation values. It's the same place. Yeah. Yeah. This looks better. Now what we can do is make animation sequence. Let's put it third person, blueprints, animations, and animation folder. And let's call that FPS idle. Okay, export animation. Now what we can also do, we can do aiming. So I'm going to go blueprints, animation sequences, and we duplicate this one and call it idle aim, like that. Then we drag it to level, go to outliner, press that, details, and open. Now we are modifying this idle aim. So when you want to go back and modify your idle or modify your running or that kind of stuff, this is good thing you have separated these also. So idle aim, let's continue modify that. We can probably make it a bit here, a little bit upwards, around here. Then press enter. Now we can delete these, make this smaller. Yeah, this is good. Then bake animation sequence. And let's put it here. Animations. So FPS, idle, aim. Okay, export. Now we have two animations. And now we're going to duplicate this idle again. And let's name it walk. Then put that walking to level. Open it. Then we can remove these frames. So we have the static pose. And now what we are going to do, maybe little side-by-side motion, probably going to be a good idea. So how we are going to do that? Usually in games, when you have walking, it goes a little bit like this. And you can simulate that same effect. So let's go about here. This here. Then let's duplicate this first frames and put it here. Then other direction. Press enter. This somewhere there. Let's see how it looks. Yeah. Now we can copy this. For example, in here. This looks a little bit better. This. Yeah. We can make these first nodes, if we want, to be linear. So it smooths a little bit out this. Yeah. And now you can add little frames. For example, here. You can a little bit go downwards. Maybe here. 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 And then we can do the same thing what we did before. So we have these hand rotations. Let's take these rotations here. Also, you can take these rotations here. Both. Then move it a little bit here. This is not perfect, but it's alright now. You can spend much more time, like I said before. So let's make animation sequence and call it FPS walk. Let's put the same folder we have this here. Good. Then we can duplicate this again and make this to be run. Put it here. Outliner, details, open level sequence. And now we are doing running. So it's basically the same, but you can rotate that character a little bit. So I think we could take these ones. Let's put that here and pin it so we can actually see what we are doing. And let's take this hand first and then this hand. That goes here. I don't know. Let's take about 15 degrees angle and then we can rotate this down here and down here. Just like that. Then let's press enter. And we can do the same with all of these slots. So down and left. Down, left, down, left, down, left, down, left. And here also same thing. No, now we did make a little mistake. Here. Then here. Now we can delete these rotation values what we have. delete. Then let's delete that last frame and make this first frame. Yeah, it is linear. That's good. Then go here, end, and paste it here. There's something weird happening. Yeah, now you can add new frames here. But then we are going to do that rotation thing again. Take all rotations, put it there. And let's see how it looks. Maybe it should have a little more motion than what we have now. Yeah, it should have a lot of more motion, but let's go with that. Then here, bake animation sequence, and this is FPS run. Same folder. Then what we are going to also do, we can duplicate our idle again, and idle wall. Let's put it here. Yeah, this one. And we can delete these ones if you want. And then let's bring this closer to our body. Maybe like this. Then press enter. Let's delete that one. And bake animation sequence, third person, blueprints animations here, and FPS wall idle. Yeah, then let's save everything. Let's close our sequencer. And we have now animations idle, idle aim, running, walking, idle, wall. And of course you can make some draw animations when you draw a weapon, and you can do even reload animations there, but those are a little bit more challenging. But yeah, let's open IPP Mani. Now what we are going to do, we can make this a little bit bigger so we can see better. Then let's go our animation folder, and let's start replacing this animation. So now we are in idle, so FPS idle, and then static wall. We have this wall idle. Yeah, this is good. Then wall run, what we have here. Idle static wall. That one. Then we have upper body sprinting animation, I think. So if we are aiming through, we are using, of course, our idle aim animation. And always, now I forgot that, make loop animation to every these animations. Same thing in idle, these ones, loop animation. And also, because we have here this aim, we also need that in our idle. So let's make it here. So if we are aiming, we use idle aim, this one, and make it loop. So yeah, now it starts looking good. And we have this upper body sprint rifle. We have probably nothing here, just one animation. So we are going to put our run here and then walk here. And if you don't have this, you can always go blueprints, no animation, legacy, and make blend space 1D. And when you have that, you have here horizontal axis, and this is your walk speed, this is your running speed. So there we see this is walking, and we move here. It's not running. Why? Yes, run. Yeah, it is running. But this needs also be rate scale. You cannot use this rate scale if you want. So this goes a little bit faster. Yeah, like this. And same for walking. This is very slow. Maybe 3.2. Yeah, but you cannot use those later. Then we have this and ground speed. Yeah, everything looks correct. And then we have to do that same thing in crouch. So crouch, we can actually copy here. FPS, idle, all these. Go crouch and delete these. Paste those there. And yeah. Then crouch walking. Also here we can go walk run. And we can copy this upper body section. This splits our body. Upper body, lower body. So in crouch we have upper body. So, and you don't probably even have this crouch stuff. This is from my Patreon, and maybe I could make a tutorial about that also. But basically you have variable crouching, and in event graph you take this from interface event from player. Crouching here. We are getting this from player. And then we have these new states, and when we go idle to crouch, we check crouching is true, and this is not true. Same thing here. And then ground speed, if it's larger than 10, we are going to crouch walk. So yeah. And when we press button, crouch button, it sets that boolean variable to true or false in the character. But let's try how it looks. Yeah, this is maybe a little bit too fast, but now we have animations. You can spend much more time doing these than I did. I did really fastly, and you can actually make this look polished and good. But yeah, this is basically not bad, not bad. Yeah, and you can do that same thing to pistol and any other weapon you have, for example, melee weapons or such. But yeah, thank you for watching and see you in next episode.